Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is a daily close for Nasdaq and SPX to see what happened today, what it might happen after the intraday that we saw. Perfect. We see, of course, this price action has hit perfectly our blue box. So yeah, that's perfect to see. We have passed the 1.618, and as we said, okay, it might overshoot. Be careful. It might hit the 0.38 because it is kind of like minimum requirement for a wave B, guys. So as I mentioned, that this market is moving very fast and it is unfolding very fast in this recovery scenario. Yeah, so currently we are looking at A, B, and a C toward the downside, and I believe this is a 1, 2, 3, and that means, of course, it might unfold a 4 and a 5 still even lower. So don't think it's gonna stop there or with a minimum requirement. I still believe, of course, it's gonna correct a little bit deeper in this case scenario, and then, of course, start to move toward the upside for the final wave C in a wave 5. Yeah, so this is what I see now for Nasdaq. Everything is working perfectly. Actually, this impulse, of course, is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finishing wave 3, right? One more leg for wave 3. And then we're going to have some time here ranging for a wave 4 and then moving for a wave 5. The wave 4 might be double time here, okay? 4 and a 5. Yeah, so this is what I see right now for Nasdaq, and then potentially we start to estimate, of course, higher prices unless we see something else unfolding. So we have to be careful, of course. Yeah, so this is what I see for Nasdaq. Basically, we are looking at a finished correction in the daily. Just to remind you, where are we? We are in a wave 3 in the yellow scenario. We are currently finishing a WXNY. It is finished actually, and we are looking, of course, for a leading diagonal toward the upside. And basically, this is your wave 4. Yeah, so and I'm looking this as a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 continuation, of course, for the market toward the upside. Yeah, 3, 4, and a 5 in the orange scenario here. Yeah, so these are basically the scenarios that we have for Nasdaq. Let's move for the SPX. On the SPX, we have the same. Of course, we have a wave 3 as well, 4 and a 5. Now let's see how it is aligning with the last price. As I mentioned before, that SPX is a little bit behind Nasdaq, yeah, with the price action. But here we go. It looks like it has unfold. Yeah, it can be a wave V, but the problem, I cannot see really clear impulse for wave A. And that means if we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, wave 4, yes. So I cannot really say that we have finished a wave A in SPX. And I mentioned that SPX is a little bit behind NASDAQ, but basically not so far. Still looking for one more leg toward the upside to finish a wave A, and then seeing a wave B, of course, later on. Yeah, so this is the difference. Nasdaq has already started with the wave B; it is in the middle of it, while SPX is following it. Basically, I would call this a wave 4, 5 to finish wave A, wave B, and then continuation for wave C toward the upside. Yeah, so these are basically as well the updates for the SPX. Nothing really to add more right now. Of course, I mean, if we see invalidation, which is of course this wave 1 here, I would say this one here. Yeah, so this is your invalidation of the bullish here, meaning at this price you would like to see, of course, lower prices. Yeah, and it means we will not take the high, but basically because the wave 4 is not allowed to interfere with zone 1, but basically nothing yet to get afraid of it. Yeah, if you take a look also at the MACD here, just to see some signals. Okay, everything, well, okay. Yeah, there is some signals here. Okay, there is a very strong divergence. on the 1 hour chart. So we might, yeah, we might see a little bit deeper price. So we have to be careful with it. But basically it has reversed here. So I would say, yeah, we have to be careful with it, guys. That is a divergence for the bearish. So we might dive deeper for a wave 4, but not really. It should not invalidate. It should not invalidate this. But if we get to this price, we have to be careful with it, okay? Because, yeah, I see some signals here. And the momentum is moving down, and we're close to get a bearish cross, right? In the upper side, meaning, yeah. So be careful, guys. Yeah, that was it for the SPX and the Nasdaq. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.